Fly, Ambrosia.
That beast rigging. Like it isn't only Haven's blacksmith that has an appetite for these things.
These remind me of home.
You're from the north, then?
Yes. And no.
I see. Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
A way to the top.
And whatever it is that awaits us there.
There. The temple that time forgot.
And the Ver is inside.
Yes. You can see the spell's path from the nave.
What is it?
I don't know. It's probably nothing.
Forgive me, but why build the Ver here?
The spell was originally meant to be cast on ㅍㅍ, and this was the only place with an unbroken line of sight. Like to think these ruins are their own.
They look none too pleased to see us. Kill!
Numbers dwindle, theirs seem only to increase, as if they were feeding off our suffering. Could this be their leader? You're more than welcome to ask.
But could have been worse, I suppose.
Aye, well, if the forest's taught me anything, it's that there's always something worse. Just inside the dome, yes. But it's what's out here that worries me.
Thinking they'd all migrated south.
The weaker ones did.
The weaker ones? Did you hear that, Sid? like the surge.
Another of my ancestors' sins. Shall we? The blue veil shows the extent of the spell's reach.
But I can feel its ether from here.
Shula, wait. Before we cross the threshold, I'd like to know a little more about how these magics work. I assume we'll be safe from their influence.
We won't grind to a halt, if that's what you mean. The spell only affects the things that were present at the moment it was cast.
You see?
But if we can enter, that means other things can as well.
Like the ones we saw on the way here.
And worse, probably.
Is this Leviathan's doing?
Well, it certainly wasn't ours. When he realized my ancestors were attempting to cast a spell from here, he made to destroy the temple.
And almost did by the looks of it.
Why is it so cold?
this place must have been like before the attack?
This would have been a hall of worship. There was something similar in my father's keep. The priests would deliver their sermons from the dais.
Your father?
Just let us pass. It's all right. We'll get through this. One last climb, then.
By the founder.
It's just as I thought.
Jill, does this ether not feel somehow?
Familiar, yes. I sensed it the moment we arrived, though I wasn't sure until now. You can feel it too, can't you, Clive? She's calling us.
You don't mean the witch?
I do. Though she was more than that. Much more. She was a dominant. A dominant who once commanded the icon that now resides in both me and Clive.
Of course. I don't know why I didn't see it. Who else would have the power to freeze time?
None other than Shiva herself. But for her ether to endure after all these years, it's almost as if... As if she shared it with another, just as Torgal shared in my ice.
Companion. Though something tells me he's not as friendly as ours.
Our ancestors never warned us about this.
It wasn't left here for them. I doubt they even knew it existed. Let's try.
It would sooner die than fail its mistress.
Then it leaves us no choice.
It's getting angrier by the moment.
We better cut this short. Now let's destroy it. And put an end to this.
Wait. The spell must be weakened, not undone.
Isn't that what we came here for?
Did you ever stop to wonder what might happen to the tidal surge if I unraveled the whole spell at once? I didn't think so. This is going to require a bit more finesse. From wind and light, water and earth, Let the silent pall of mine ice. There's too much ether. Here. Let me help. Let us help. Almost.
Did it work?
I think so. The thread connecting this place to the child should be broken. Meaning Walyas should finally be...
Free once more. Leviathan, our most profaned fragment, its divinity defiled by the hand of man, its spirit shackled by his hubris, till Mythos came, bringing release. Now, let the sins of man be redeemed by the hand of the servant of God.
Damn it.
It's happening, isn't it?
It is.
What is? What's going on?
Precisely what we feared. Leviathan is out of control. Don't despair. This isn't over yet. You should head back to the village and get everyone to higher ground. As for the rest, Ifrit will handle. After 80 years of imprisonment, I'd be angry too. But I can't let it end like this, Walyas. It's time for you to come home. This isn't what I wanted! I only hope you can forgive me. the village. Stop this! I'm not here to play! I said, stop! This has gone on long enough! full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud. How long did he keep was quite a tantrum.
Clive! Where is he? Well, yes.
He's adorable.
He is now. But did you see him a few moments ago?
Clive, I don't know how to thank you.
It's all right. We should find him a dry blanket, though. Wouldn't want the little monster catching a cold.
There. He's finally asleep.
The poor thing had a long day.
That makes two of us. So, what happens now?
Now? Now, we make things right.
How?
By providing Walyas what he was denied. A place to learn and grow. A family to love and protect him. So that one day, when the wounds in his heart and mind have finally healed, he might decide for himself how he'd like to live the rest of his life. But until then, I'll stay by his side, come what may.
Then he's a lucky boy. And not only because he'll have the best warrior this side of the belt to teach him the battle axe.
She'll do her best.
Shula, the beast that threatened your home is tamed. The empire that threatened your people toppled. Might it not be time to cast off your ancestors' glamour and retake your place in the Twins?
Perhaps. It's not as if we have the crystals to maintain the wall much longer. But are we truly safe? Is the world truly ready to accept us for who we are and what we believe? If I remember rightly, you and yours still choose to remain hidden, do you not?
We do.
Well, your people will always be welcome in Haven, regardless.
As will yours in the hideaway. We're allies now. If there's anything you need from us, supplies, food, equipment, do not hesitate to ask.
It's kind of you to offer. But we'll manage, just as we always have. Besides, I suspect you'll be needing everything at your disposal if you're going to save the world.
I fear much of it is past saving. The best we can do is strive to turn what's left into a world where we can all live as equals.
A noble endeavor. And there'll be a place in this world for us, will there? For Walyas.
For everyone. I swear it.
Then we shall be waiting. Until the tides bear you back to shore.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Well, yes. Only time will tell. But I can certainly think of worse places to spend one's childhood. The Moats of Water are a fine people, and they will take good care of him.
Up by the Ver, Ultima spoke to me. She called Leviathan his most profaned fragment, and told me to redeem the sins that had laid him low.
Is that so? The sins of Wallius's ancestors were grave indeed. To force him to prime at so tender an age.
And to freeze him in time, that he might never know what it was to live.
Yet I doubt either of those crimes was the source of Ultima's displeasure. It was that the Icon's power had been put to another purpose than the one he intended. To him, Leviathan must have seemed an aberration.
Could that be why Ultima made no attempt to lead me to him? The fear that this profaned fragment might corrupt his vessel somehow.
Perhaps. Or perhaps he simply deemed Leviathan surplus to requirements. Having concluded that his vessel might be made to serve his purposes without the full sum of his power.
His purposes? There's no escaping them. Even here. Hidden away in Mysidia, the blessing of the crystals proved nothing but a prison. A prison into which Wallius was born, and from which freedom is hard won. If the world doesn't change, if we don't change it, he'll end up suffering the same fate as every dominant who came before him.
Then we must change it.
That we must.
And we shall.
When the tributary came back from the Ver without you, we all feared the worst. Yes?
Till next time, then.
My friend, I have news. I will have to charge you. I'll be here. Will you be back soon? You've still got to tell me everything else about the outside world. I think I might have found a way to break Talor's curse.
Go on.
Well, after listening to the village, I learned that not all the folk...
So if we...
But that was my thought. It is a...
I'll do it.
Thank you.
So then...
Fan it! Because there's a whole bloody...
What?
There's only...
Right. Thank you. And please, be careful.
You wouldn't happen to have some
Don't tell me.
Not quite. It promises to be
All right.
a fiendish, cold-blooded... I have an even better...
If you...
Certainly, Yamila.
It's been over a week. We've tried the heal...
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to...
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. And it won't be achieved.
Then it is decided. The two of you will go.
Perhaps we might help prepare the...
Come then, Clive. There's a Ghivra, the flesh of a...
To the forest.
There's nothing a Ghivra loves more than a fat haunch of ibex.
There speaks the voice of
My lord,
Certainly. Yes,
my great-grandmother suspected, and it was she who's...
I see.
Well, until recently, I'm trying to
Of course.
Thank you, the grave is...
Why so far?
It was where so when she passed...
How thoughtful. Well then.
Just so.
Good hunting, brother.
Yamila has invited me to assist her with gathering herbs for the broth. Believe it or not. Have care, my lord.
It is good to have him back.
Hey, mister! Over here! Please, mister, the village is in danger.
Stop.
Sorry. When you went up to the Arab, well... lady, then...
Saw.
A great... spitting out great...
Spouts of what?
Well,
All right.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the swift...
Then that's where I'll...
I wouldn't go to...
Found her. They're almost at the gate. But they won't be coming any closer. That should buy Haven some time at least.
Clive, are you all right?
Fine. We've taken care of the immediate threat.
I was worried I was going to lose you.
What?
No, he's hanging on. I can't imagine there being... I think it might be happening.
If it is, it won't be for long. Get back to Talor.
My thanks.
more of them. Come on then. I crave an audience with your king. For yours, another group. They don't look very regal. You're finished. It's over. Now, Torgal! It's over. Still no sign of the king. Could Fanad have been wrong? There's dozens of them. The king must be close. That's a lot of Tombres. All yours, Torgal. Looks like that's the last of them. Out here, anyway. But beastmen do like dark places. Well, I'll be damned. crown. Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here. It's done. Which means the... Is that... the hunter? Are you all right?
I was... tracking an ibex.
Did you see what made it?
No.
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us. You've caused enough trouble. Nice try. Kill! Well, that wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but... Do you think that was the beast which attacked?
That thing. And the blast of water that hit me was...
Oh.
That's it. Sounded like it came from...
I'll go. You... What do we have here? Found her. Something's been busy. Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood. But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal. Where are you? Fragment of Wallius's rage. I should have known. Time to put you to bed too. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least. Come on. This should be the path to Witchdrop. Hungry, Torgal? Here's our welcoming party. This one. There be light! Nice try. Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave? This must be it.
My lord. Thank you for making the path safe again.
ㅍㅍ. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except ㅍㅍ, who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after ㅍㅍ's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for ㅍㅍ, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the Heir of Hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Heir of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vair, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
You think this may have been the same man my great-grandmother met? ㅍㅍ's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vair? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was ㅍㅍ's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
That they might be together. Once and for all.
Thank you, my lord, for reuniting them.
Fly, Ambrosia. Don't get surrounded.
These will do nicely. Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent. There should be a sprig or two of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist. You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the ㅍㅍ from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the ㅍㅍ choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
Come on. Where should we lay the bait?
ㅍㅍs are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
Marking its territory.
Something was.
A fresh kill.
But not a ㅍvrus.
These look like a predator's track.
But not just any claws. These belong to a ㅍvrus. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry. Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. ㅍvrus are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the moats of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming. Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to. Don't let it escape.
Too slow. You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more. Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Ymilla before it spoils.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. 1 ㅍㅍ tongue, as promised.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
It is good to have him back.
Clive!
It is.
You do? Talor! He's back.
Thank you, my lord. I'm just glad the curse is lifted.
Oh, that I didn't. I couldn't sleep, but it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen.
I'd convinced myself that you would. Thank you, son.
Clive. And just like that...
What do you mean? The Tonbury King would have... I had to contend with...
Then... perhaps... Or... I know.
Was there ever really a curse then? For all the difference it makes.
Maybe not. But this...
How many times do we have to tell you?
You're back!
So? I did.
Yes!
Only because you warned me.
What was it anyway?
A manifestation of the why one would be...
Maybe it was looking for his mom.
The Falls.
Aye. When they took our baby, we go there once a year.
And Eggy is a part of its master, would he?
Well, either way, you did us a...
Aye.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not... You see, when a baby is born here, we hold, but I don't know whether Walius was ever... The problem is, as tributary, the...
So you want me to say...
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to...
It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready.
Please do.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait?
Gladly.
What is it you want? A good tide to you.
It is good to have him back.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
You?
So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other?
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life? That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the, recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous, then?
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you...
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both. All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are. can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Wallius, then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might. Take care not to spill it.
Run like the wind.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion... Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning. My ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
Then it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his?
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can. Just one more file to go then.
Nearly done.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Careful.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Help! Help? What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
We're here to help.
keep its attention on us.
More than that.
Get him! All yours, Torgal! Too slow. Kill! Is anyone hurt? Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in there. You saved us.
Would you two...
The chief sent us. So, the Witten...
You mean to tell me?
You don't have to do...
Or if you must.
We're sorry.
It's fine.
Right, you are. Oh, and
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back. Right then. Let's collect this water, shall we? The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here, in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations. Or got his lackeys to do it for him.
We have the holy water.
All ready to...
Then let us begin. Famiel, have your men
Right you are!
Shula, wait.
Don't worry. There aren't many. My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Walius's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
Like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die, and to the clouds then rise again.
The circle of water is the circle of life, and today from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Walius, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea. You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked, and terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walius, my lad, Uncle Famiel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh, no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
I'm gonna raise Walius as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed, under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the Blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thank you. We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
To think, we must be the first outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Wallius has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Oh, Wallius is a little sweetheart, isn't he?
What is it you want? A good tide to you.
What is this?
Muthos. You plumbed the very abyss, yet still you hunger. We are impressed.
Is that so?
Not again.
Is ours, and now it is yours. Consider it a gift from us to you, a taste of things to come.
You still think I'm going to be your vessel? take your gift then, Ultima. Just don't expect it back.
You hear me? I will never be yours!
You, who ever rail against our gifts, remain all too eager to avail yourself of them. Perhaps you require more time to reflect.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
What will it be today? Allow me to educate you. Of course. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.